Hey there. I want to talk more about community supported community. We've seen in a previous presentation that the global economy is not very friendly to communities, to tribes, to villages, even to families, because it wants individuals to depend on it rather than on each other as they used to before the global economy. So, what can we do about this? Well, one idea is CSC. And one way to look at CSC is that we privatize all the goods and services that individuals produce. And that has an advantage that we don't have to deal with free riding and with the tragedy of the commons. Well, actually, that's not totally true. Within pods, things are communal. And also, land is still owned by the whole community. So there is still a little bit of a potential for free riding, and therefore we still need Ostrom principles, at least outside of pods. Within pods, there's other mechanisms to deal with free riders, and there's a lot more tolerance for free riding behavior within pods and families. It's actually a hybrid of communalism and privatization. And we've already talked about some of the problems of communalism, such as free riding, tragedy of the commons, people feeling like they're not comfortable, their boundaries are not clear with all these strangers, they feel unsafe. But there's also, of course, a problem with too much privatization, which is people are longing for this bigger level of organization than just a family. They want a tribe, they want a village, they want an intentional community, something that's in between a family and a city or a nation state, and that still provides for their cultural and spiritual needs. One thing that happens a lot is you have people who start an intentional community and then get burnt out on too much communalism. And then they just form these homesteads, which are just their family. Then they're missing the community, because the homesteads, even if there's more than one homestead, they don't interact a lot. You could call this homesteadization, kind of like urbanization. An advantage of having these pods within a larger community is that now the pod is the economic unit, not the individual. So it removes the pressure on individuals to make a living. There's still incentives within the family or pod to motivate individuals to do that, but it's not as severe a pressure as it is within the current economic system. Another advantage of CSC is that because of the extreme localization, feedbacks are quick and happening right here to oneself, or at least one's pod, or maybe other members of other pods. Still, it's going to get back to you pretty quickly. And this is another way of saying it's harder to externalize fumes to the atmosphere, pollution to rivers, or consequences to someone that you never have to deal with. Hey there. So I think there's a lot of potential for innovation. Engineers could help with this, permaculturists, all kinds of people could help figure out how to localize not just the economy, but technology so a few thousand people could, with hopefully enough resources somewhere, provide for themselves. And if it works, maybe it'll go viral. It'll solve some of